I just love to hear you sing. And I know so many of my colleagues are so inspired by you. And one of your biggest fans is my very close friend, Arlene Paculan, who is one of our fabulous singer songwriters here in
Yes.
Mississauga.
Mhm.
And she has a question especially for you that she wanted me to ask you today. So her question is, Patti, how has the music industry changed from your perspective as a woman in the business since your early days?
Oh, geez, Arlene, that's a big question. Um,
I know.
okay, it's changed 100%. I think, in certain ways. Um, I think that now, if you have the talent and you just give it all you've got, that you don't have to be pigeonholed into one genre or another. You don't get a record deal because you're a pop artist or a dance artist or I mean, there's still some of that going on, but originality right now is so revered in the industry, where before there was a certain, it was almost like cookie cutter. Well, she fits there, she fits there. I was a really blues, soul, funk singer that, with my first record deal, more or less got molded into a pop dance singer. So because there wasn't really a lot of places to tour or work as an R&B singer, soul, funk singer in Canada, but dance music was really becoming strong. So I adapted my original songs to a dance genre, even doing club mixes, playing the clubs, and touring in clubs across Canada first, with a dance format. I even had raps in Mark of My Heart. I even did a rap in the middle of it. So that's sort of, I would say that there's more appreciation now for originality, and you can sort of let that loose.
Beautiful. And I have another young lady who also admires you as I do. And she has another question. Coming from, sorry if my internet just cut out. We
Okay.
have a question coming from the wonderful Kendra Charest-French.
Oh,
And
yes.
Kendra asks, what was the best advice someone told you regarding working in the industry that might have changed the way you thought about something or the way you work towards your goals that you wish you knew sooner?
Okay. There was a few of them, but I'm going to hone into one. Um, I I was really feeling a little despondent because um, I was nominated for Juno, and I'd been told at the Juno luncheon by somebody very prominent in the industry not to get my hopes up, because he was the manager of a certain artist that was going to win. And it was really well known. And at that point, I felt quite deflated. And but the next day was when I was going to Sam the Record Man's, where all the artists, Canadian artists, got to sign the wall. And it was a really big deal for me, and the press was coming out and stuff. It was really great. And I mentioned to Sam that I, obviously didn't get the Juno. Everyone knew. But he said to me, "It's okay, Patti." He said, you know, first of all, for every 10 doors that are slammed in your face, one is going to open. And also, how long have you been around now? It takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
There you go. So we hope
So,
Kendra's listening to that fabulous advice. And Patti, if we have time for one last quick question,
of
I
course.
know you've worked with the biggest names. So our audience that might not be familiar with you, some people, Patti's worked with the biggest stars. Who was one of your all-time favorite performers that you worked with?
Oh boy. Ronnie Hawkins was a hoot, but that's like rock and roll 101. But Bo Diddley, it really was incredible to perform with him, because I was the only female vocalist he ever invited to perform, sing with him, write songs with him. And one of our songs got in the soundtrack of Meatballs. But he was on stage such a showman. So he really instilled in me that no matter what you were doing, always show that you love it. Even if you're having the worst day, never go below a certain level of performance. And, you're there, you have the privilege of being on the stage. So show people that you love being there. I don't mean sell your soul. I don't mean you have to do, dance, do things you don't want to do, but let the emotion of how you feel come through so it connects with your audience. And always, they're going to take away the emotion of what they feel. They might not remember that one note you didn't hit or something, but they're going to know how you made them feel and remember you for that.
Amazing. And you know what? Just when I was listening to you sing and sound check the other day, I was like, wow, there's a lot of feel in your voice. And like, that's what I was really hearing on Friday and how unique your voice is. So thank you so much for telling us that good advice. That's wonderful advice that all of us are going to listen to and cherish. And Patti, thank you so much for your time today. We love you. We admire you. We thank you so much. We know you're such a busy, busy person. And we thank you so much for making time for us here at the Arts Cafe. And we
Well,
hope we can have you back soon.
thank you for having me. It was really an honor. Thanks so much. And you're wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, I love you, Patti. Ciao. See you
Ciao.
soon. Thank you. Oh, I adore Patti. And as I mentioned before, Patti recently won in 2020 her star on the Mississauga Music Walk of Fame. So if you'd like to know a bit more about Patti and what she's done and accomplished in her incredible career, I invite you to visit the website for Mississauga Music Walk of Fame. And truly, she has an amazing bio there that will walk you through all the accomplishments and tours and all of the things that she's done. She's really a legendary artist in Canada, and we just cherish her. And it was so lovely to have her on the show.